Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, who reportedly said that if I find the constitution being misused, I shall be the first to burn it.
One of the most revered judges of the Supreme Court, Justice KM Jospeh, has retired today. He has retired after a tenure of nearly 5 years at the apex court. The third senior most judge at the time of his retirement, Justice Jospeh is well known for his candour and vocal criticism of delays caused by the union government. In his 4.75 years at the top court, Justice Jospeh led 5 constitution benches and authored over 130 judgments. With 132 judgments to his name at a rate of 27.7 judgments per year, Justice Jospeh is the 5th most prolific judgment author amongst his peers. In this video, we take a look at few of his landmark judgments that will serve as an important reminder for his successors about the responsibilities they will be shouldering in the future. Quashing of Precedence Rule in Uttarakhand. He was the Chief Justice of the Uttarakhand High Court, which had quashed the imposition of Precedence Rule in the state in 2016. Uttarakhand was then under the Congress rule. This was the judgment after which he rose to fame. Upholding of Jallikattu. A bench led by him upheld the practice of Jallikattu as permitted by the 2017 Tamil Nadu Amendment to the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act 1960. In May 2014, a 2-judge bench of the Supreme Court in Animal Welfare Board of India versus A. Nagaraj had banned the use of bulls for Jallikattu events in the state and bullock cart races across the country. In 2015, the court had dismissed the Tamil Nadu government's plea seeking a review of the 2014 judgment. On May 18, 2023, the Constitution Bench finally upheld the amendments permitting the practices of Jallikattu. Election Commission Appointments. On March 2, 2018, a judgment written by him made modifications to the procedure for appointing members of the Election Commission of India. The judgment was in response to a PIL which argued that the current appointment process violates Article 324 and is unconstitutional. The PIL had said that the current process relies only on the inputs of the Prime Minister, as an independent parliamentary law does not exist. Justice Jospeh wrote that the absence of a parliamentary law creates a void or vacuum which calls for the unavoidable and unpostponable filling up of the vacuum. The new process then required a committee comprising the Prime Minister, the Leader of the Opposition and the Chief Justice of India to advise the President on ECI appointments. The judgment held that the modified process for appointments will continue until the legislature makes a law in line with Article 324. Non-applicability of Joseph Shine judgment in armed forces. A constitution bench led by Justice Jospeh clarified that the judgment in Joseph Shine versus Union of India does not apply to the laws of the armed forces. Joseph Shine had struck down Section 497 of the Indian Penal Code 1860, which punished adultery. The order was in a miscellaneous application filed by the Union government seeking clarification on the applicability of Joseph Shine to Sections 45 and 69 of the Army Act. The provisions deal with unbecoming conduct and civil offences of armed forces personnel. Justice KM Jospeh has had his share of controversies too. He was asked to offer clarifications about his controversial oral observations during the hearing of a case relating to hate speech on March 29 this year. A controversy had erupted after Justice KM Jospeh reportedly said that action will have an opposite reaction when Sar Tan Se Juda slogans were raised in different parts of the country and a video of hate slogans raised in a PFI rally in Kerala were pointed out before the bench. Prior to this, a controversy had also erupted after he was reportedly sidelined for elevation to the Supreme Court. In 2017, although he was eligible, the Supreme Court Collegium did not recommend Jospeh to be elevated to the apex court, which provoked a strongly worded dissent by Justice J. Chelameshwar. In January 2018, the Collegium recommended Jospeh and Indu Malhotra to be elevated as judges of the apex court, but the first Modi government had accepted Indu Malhotra but had rejected KM Jospeh.